What is up, ladies and gents? Nate here, bringing you my top 10 anime of 2015. And obviously this is my own top 10 list, so it's filled with nothing but my opinions. I have not been swayed by anybody else or any other opinion out there on the internet. But I do encourage you guys to let me know your own top 10 list of animes from 2015 down in the comments below. And this is the only criteria I had for this list, and that's if an anime started airing in 2014 but then it ended in 2015, it counts. Also, a big note is that I'm only human, so I did not watch every anime that was produced this year. So if your favorite anime from 2015 isn't on this list, then I apologize. But again, I'm only human, and I can only watch so many things and do so many other things and multitask and deal with life. Anyway, let's get started. Number 10. My number 10 spot belongs to Himouto Umaru-chan. To just give a brief summary, Himouto Umaru-chan is about a girl named Umaru who on the outside and to the public is the most perfect human being there is. She's pretty, she has the looks, she gets perfect grades, she's athletic, all the things that make people perfect. But when she gets home, she becomes the most laziest person, otaku, nerd, geek, whatever you want to call it, there is. And it even gets better because when she gets home, she has the ability to turn into a chibi version of herself. And basically, it's a slice of life that just follows her adventures with her friends and her brother, and it was just a good time. And something I enjoyed about this anime were the characters, they were fun, the comedy was on point, and there were just some things that I just could relate with. But anyway, moving on to number 9. My number 9 spot belongs to Akatsuki no Yona, or in English, it's called Yona of the Dawn. And a quick summary of Akatsuki no Yona is that it's a girl about Yona. She has freaking gorgeous red hair. That's actually important to the story. She's a princess, then one of her best friends kills her dad, and then she has to run away with her bodyguard, which is also her best friend. And then they have to find 4 dragons, but then I'm gonna leave it at that because then I'll be spoiling things. And honestly, what I enjoyed about the show was that it gave me a good heroine. It was a reverse harem, but the reverse harem part really didn't affect me because it's barely played on, because there's definitely a love interest. It's just that, you know, some characters are just dense, like most harems. But honestly, who doesn't love a good heroine? But moving on to numero ocho, my number 8 spot belongs to Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Even though I got a lot of hate in my reviews for this show, I still enjoyed it. You know why? Production budget. Holy crap, the production budget for this show was just out of this world. Like, all the fights were gosh darn gorgeous. Even though I disliked 2 fights because of the context of the fight, it was still good looking. Like, everything in this anime was just beautiful. And I'm not going to give a quick summary of this anime due to the fact I hate the main character, but every other character in this anime I enjoyed. Moving on to number 7. And my number 7 spot belongs to Parasite the Maxim. Now, a quick summary of Parasite the Maxim is that aliens start coming out of nowhere, and they're these little parasite things, and one of them ends up going into our main character, which it's supposed to kill the person, the host, and then it takes over their body. But instead, it was only able to make it to its arm, and it stayed there, replacing his arm, and his arm becomes alien. He names it Migi, and you just follow their adventures on how they save the world. Now, to me personally, this show had a good start, but due to pacing issues and cliffhangers every episode after, Christmas, it just started getting, slower and slower, and things just kept on, slowing down. But the overall theme of the show was a really nice touch that, you know, it deals with human ecology, and it was really cool, and that's something that I really did enjoy. Also, our main character and his little alien friend in his right hand, Migi, they were just freaking fantastic. Anyway, moving on to number 6. My number 6 spot belongs to My Love Story, or in Japanese, I believe it's called Ore Monogatari. Now, excuse me, but I forgot if the show classifies as shoujo or not. I believe it is a shoujo, but it's also a romantic comedy, which, anyway, this show follows Takeo Guda, this big dude. By big, I don't mean he's fat, but I mean he looks like a man, and he's only a freshman in high school. So his best friend Suna is your typical anime guy that just has all the ladies just fawning over him. And so when Takeo saves this girl named Yamato from a pervert, and she starts hanging out with both him and Suna, he starts thinking that she likes Suna and is just trying to get them together. But in actuality, Yamato actually likes Takeo, and it takes a few episodes to get there. But once Takeo and Yamato get together, a good majority of the anime is just following their adventures in love and dealing with real life romantic couple issues, which is amazing. And a big reason why this show is on my list is because not only does it tackle real life love issues, but the characters are just so good and well written, and they're not like two-dimensional. Anyway, moving on to number 5. My number 5 spot belongs to Shirobako. Now Shirobako is an anime about making anime, and that's like one hell of a meta joke, right? But it actually shows you what it's like to making anime, what people have to go through, like when it comes to voice acting, when it comes to animation, when it comes just to like making sure production is on schedule. And you follow these 5 girls who are best friends with one another, who are just trying to make it in the anime industry in different ways. And what made this anime so amazing is not only does it give you insight into how anime is made, but also shows you characters that has to deal with real life issues that we deal with as human beings. And one of the themes from the anime is whether you want to stay at your job that you are at now, or you want to move on to something you love to do, but you might not get paid as much. Like, the characters deal with real life situations, and not only that, you can see that some things can easily go south in production, whether it's YouTube, whether it's movies, whether it's TVs, things can go south very quickly. And myself being a production major and being on YouTube, I just relate to it. And the reason why it's on my list is because the characters are great. Just seeing how anime being made is fantastic. And episode 23 gave me the feels so hard that it almost made me cry. But we must move on to number 4. And my number 4 spot belongs to One Punch Man. Now, was One Punch Man the savior anime? I don't really think so, but was it a great show? Of course it was. Now, quick summary of One Punch Man is that you follow our hero for fun, Saitama, who can literally one punch everything. How he does it, you're gonna have to watch the anime to find out. But you just follow his adventures with his apprentice Genos, and it's funny, it's the action and animation is amazing, and the characters are enjoyable. It made me a kid again because every Sunday I would just look forward to watching One Punch Man at 12. But hey, we gotta move on to number 3. My number 3 spot goes to the anime that gave me my most hit video with the highest amount of views at this moment, and that being Your Lie in April. Quick summary: 1, it's gonna make you cry. 2, it's about a piano prodigy that has to get over the loss of his mother. And if I talk about anything else, I'm gonna be spoiling it. Have I mentioned that this anime is gonna make you cry? Because it made me cry. It actually made a lot of people cry, because this is like the first anime I always recommend to people, and some people hate me for it. Why did you make me watch this? And what made this anime so great to me is because it made my tears have tears that should never happen to a man. And not only that, but the story was amazing. The characters were amazing. The animation was beautiful, and the soundtrack was just, it made my ears melt. But if you've seen this and you didn't cry to it, there has to be something wrong with you. Like, you might not like have tear ducts or something, or like all your tears in your body just evaporate. But moving on to numero dos. And my number 2 spot belongs to my teen romantic comedy SNAFU 2, and that's not TWO, it's TOO. Oh, that is one hell of a title. And it's also one hell of an anime due to the fact that this is the 2nd season to my teen romantic comedy SNAFU. And I would give you guys a summary, but the thing about this show is that everything means something. And what I mean by that is, like, a character can say something, but their facial expression means something totally different, and it's just, I had to look up other people's thoughts and their deconstruction of each episode to help it bring it to you guys. That's how freaking serious this was. And man, was it difficult, but I also enjoyed it, but maybe that's because I'm a misogynist. But yeah, this anime was good, but man, did it make my brain hurt. But it's finally time for my number 1 anime of 2015. Can I get a drum roll? And my number 1 anime of 2014 is Noragami Aragoto. And I think that's how you pronounce it, because I spent 13 episodes not really questioning whether I was pronouncing it right or not. And now Origami Aragoto is the 2nd season to Noragami, which it continues the story of following our god Yato and his adventures in his life. And his life becoming a more well-known god, because he's like a small god that has no shrine. Now the thing about this 2nd season Noragami is that it continues what the 1st season did so great and deal with real life issues. You're probably wondering, what the hell do I mean by that? It deals with whether you're important or not, whether your name is important, whether you actually mean something to somebody else, and just all these things that you can relate to that made me question my own life. Now I'm gonna tell you guys something. If an anime or any other show can do that, like make me question my own life, that's how you know you're doing it right. Not only that, but the soundtrack of this anime was fantastic. The opening and ending songs were fantastic. The animation was fantastic. The characters, oh man, the characters of this show are probably the most well-developed characters I've seen in anime as of now. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is NateDizzle's top 10 anime of 2015. And again, of course, I encourage you guys to let me know your top 10 anime of 2015 down in the comments below. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this top 10 list. And if you did enjoy my top 10 list, let me know by giving it a like and commenting down in the comments below what you want to see next from me. And that's all I have to say for this time. So I hope you guys have a good day, night, wherever you are. And don't forget to Monogatari. But until next time, bye-bye.